In fact, I don't want to talk too much in this update too because it is going to be wild. Thank God a lot of people start speaking out towards the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Watch this update and I'll be right back.
All the governors, they've commended Professor Soludo, commended the person of Barr currently, but we have not seen the person of Uzodinma and then the rest of the southeastern governors coming into force. And they said they are also key to really bring in a formidable force crying for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Please, what do you make of this story as we have it now by Ima Powerful?
Anyway, thank you very much. This matter, a lot of people know me within and without. I am very, very outspoken. Anywhere I go to, opportunity to speak. I always speak on behalf of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I have never met him in my life, but the position on which he has been placed has become a source of concern, for me. Even though the Nigerian Constitution, under Section 2, sub 1 says that Nigeria shall remain indissoluble and indissoluble, whatever that means, I still feel that it is an iron-cutting constitution, in the sense that Nigeria is a country. The peoples that make up Nigeria, we heard about 250 languages or ethnic groups or whatever else we have, should have a reason for them to talk and come together. It is not something that you amalgamate. In 1914, that was where the word amalgamation, in 1914, crept into our, lexicon, political lexicon in Africa. Because amalgamation, before the British invaded Nigeria, was when two companies come together, Royal Niger Company and whatever come together, and they now form a company. That was what amalgamation was used for business and commercial purposes. But for political purposes, somebody from somewhere came and put us together and join us together. The contraption that many of us, even our forefathers, have described, as a geographical expression. Nnamdi Azikiwe also said that Nigeria is a giant standing on spindle legs with distended tummy. Even the British people, if you look at this Clifford, Hugh Clifford, once said in his memoir when retreating and leaving, said that what we have put together, we found that is just for commercial reason, but politically, that in the next 5 to 6 decades, that troubles will emanate within this amalgamated, region. It's on record. We have it. So you find that the coming together of Nigeria, given the long time we've come together, and we've not been able to be as one, like other countries surrounding us, it behoves that we begin to talk and negotiate of our existence as a country. In the whole constitution I've read all over the world, because I'm a student of constitutionalism, etc., as the case may be, Nigeria is the only country that does not have, a clause of a plebiscite or a referendum in their constitution, expressly stated. A referendum where the people can, by popular vote and opinion, express themselves the way they want to do that. Now, the only area a referendum is mentioned in the Nigerian Constitution is Section 69 of the 1999 Constitution, where they talk about recalling, a senator, a House of Reps, House of Assembly member to their own place. If you can, insert Section 69, that through a referendum, a candidate can be recalled who is in the House of Assembly that is not doing well, that we can recall him. Why don't you put a referendum, as a main clause also in Nigerian constitution to say that the parties that form Nigeria, I am a man from the South. I am not envious of those from the South or Southwest, as the case may be. I want to be in good coexistence with them. But if things are not working with us elaborately by being together, then we can sit down and negotiate. It's no harm. That does not mean I don't want to have peace with all of you as it is. As for Nnamdi Kanu, where in the world will a court give a verdict and you still keep the man in detention while you are ferreting for other evidences to prosecute him, new ones, just because you don't want him to leave? Let me tell you, I was discussing it with somebody the other day. Even in the US, do you know that those members of Al-Qaeda that were arrested by the US and kept in that Guantanamo Bay, what happened when the International Court of Justice ordered the US government to release 2 of them? American government never wasted time. They released them immediately and let them go to their country. Why is Nigeria not doing that? So wise, as I'm saying now, is that this man has been kept. The Federal High Court, which will set up, release him. Court of Appeal, release him. Why did you not allow him to even beat 1 minute air of freedom before you now, arrest him for whatever purpose? I don't know. That is the reason why you see that they are clamoring for it. Secondly, on this issue, why some have said it should be released, some are, glutonously, prevaricating, eulogizing themselves within the space in the National Assembly. Why can't the people, why can't the majority of lawmakers from the Southeast begin to fight from now onwards and say, this Senate Assembly, we want to amend the Constitution to include what we call a referendum. We also want the House to pass a vote that Nnamdi Kanu should be released. The reason why I'm saying this is more the fact that only Nnamdi Kanu,
The government need to understand that releasing Nnamdi Kanu is going to go a long way to help situation of what is going on right now, just like this our daddy just said. So let's listen to another person.
So I'll quickly do my quick chat that I normally do this morning. Isn't it very sad that 2 days in a row now, despite the fact that a senator came out to say that his wife has helped his colleagues in the courts, and we all know his wife used to be the president of the Court of Appeal, no investigation has been made, nothing has been said about it. You know why? Because Nigeria has a culture of corruption, and corruption is a cultural thing. And this was the same woman that had to be stepped down for the Election Petition Tribunal case in 2019, and the PDP said, oh, she was tainted because she was the wife of a prominent senator. Only yesterday again, another senator was talking on TV, and he said that, yes, he gets pressured by his colleagues from time to time because the wife is an high court judge to be able to help them, as regards court processes and things like that. He didn't explicitly state court processes, but implied that. So it just shows that we have a country that is very corrupt, and we have a culture that is corrupt. The question I'd like to ask is, so what about people that their wives are not high court judges? So they don't get justice, right? Because their wives are not high court judges? Is that the kind of society we live in? And that's the reflection. So we have a culture of corruption where we are constantly saying, oh, help me to do this, help me to get this judgment in my favor at the expense of others. And that's why we don't have a fair society. I just hope this new National Assembly, led by Gospel Akpabio and TJ Abbas, I think they'll be able to lead and steer the cause of the nation to make laws that will frown at things like this. We're not ready to fight corruption. Everybody in high places have a judge as friend or something, and because of that, they get judgments in favor of them. And if you don't, they oppress you. So the fight against corruption is always slanted, is always one-sided. There's no capacity, there's no oomph to fight it, and we are not ready. And once we are not ready, we can't change society, we can't build anything, because the fight is always slanted. Hey guys, don't also forget, I'm still talking about my elderly care bill. If there's any person out there that would like to partner with me on that elderly care bill, please let me know. And if there's any lawmaker out there, I'll keep pushing it. We need a bill to be able to take care of elderly people. We need a bill to be able to ensure that elderly people get a good life. The fact that once you're over 80, insurance does not cover you, Nigerian health insurance does not cover you, then it becomes problematic. So I'm working on that bill, and it's a bill I want to push for the end of this administration, because I have had to take care of an elderly person myself, and it's not an easy thing. So an elderly care bill is it. I keep pushing this, and I want to use my influence to push this. So these are the kind of things I want to do in society. Use my influence to be able to push causes that revolutionize the course of society. I mean, if this elderly care bill is passed into law, I'll be a very happy man. Very, very happy man. Thank you.
In fact, releasing Nnamdi Kanu is going to go a long way to help situation. It's going to bring peace. I am saying it. It will bring peace, and a lot of things will fall in place. And it will even make the government of President Ahmed Bola Tinubu to be more beautiful. Let me use that word. Yes, so because if you release Nnamdi Kanu, a lot of things are going to change. According to the courts, I don't know why they are not obeying the court order. Let President Bola Ahmed Tinubu start from the court, just like what this our brother said. Let them obey their own court order so that people can also obey the country. So my Kabbalistic people, please, I want to drop your opinion in the comment section. As I will be reading all the comments, please do want to share this video, like and subscribe. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.